My name is Dr. Sue Ann Park. I'm a board-certified pediatrician working at the Vista Community Clinic. The Vista Community Clinic is a federally qualified health center, and we serve the underserved. Our patient population includes many Spanish-speaking patients as well as others who are in need and have basic difficulties in getting medical care, including transportation, education, money, and lack of insurance. At the Vista Community Clinic, we see patients for various health needs, including well-child checks that we do at various times. One of my favorite things to do at a well-child visit is to introduce our patients to books. We start as early as 6 months of age and give them board books, which introduces them just to books in general. It opens their imagination to things that they may not otherwise get exposure to. I love to tell my patients that reading is the great equalizer. You do not have to have money to read. You can travel into space, you can go on a safari, you can go to different countries and just read from your sofa. Even if they don't speak English and the books are in English, as long as they point to a picture, the parents can tell a story and spark the imagination in the child. Reading is so important to our patients, especially if you have limited funds. Our children in this community hear 30 million less words than high-income families. And if our parents are reading to our children, it will close that gap and they will catch up. Many of my patients don't go to preschool, so I have the opportunity to talk to them at every visit from 6 months to 5 years. I have 10 opportunities to talk to them about reading to their children, which will help prepare them for kindergarten. Regardless of income level, my parents want to do what's best for their kids. They're a little bit hesitant at first to read to their children because they feel like they're not qualified to be teachers. They are the best teachers that those children are going to have because they love their children. And so sitting down and even with a 6-month-old, showing them a board book, even if they put it in their mouth, that's completely developmentally normal and expected, but it gives them the opportunity to bond with their child, to sit and introduce words. I tell them to point to the pictures and show them this is a bird, this is a dog, and then talk about the dog, what the dog's name is, come up with an entire story for them, and it's a 20-minute conversation that they didn't think they could have.
My name is Yolanda. I've been seeing Dr. Park like 12 years ago. Dr. Park cares about my children and she made me feel like she is a part of my family. She's more than a doctor, she's like a friend. The first time when doctor talked to me about the importance to read to the children when my daughter was a baby, when I was the first visit at the clinic for the physical, she got a present, was really amazing, a book. She told me it's really important to read every day, even you think it's too little, but it's very important because you're preparing your kids for kindergarten, for success in life.
One of my favorite stories that I like to share is that I had a mother who had very little education. Dad was in jail. Mom was a single mom working a very difficult job. But she did everything I asked her to from the time that I saw him as an infant. And I started promoting reading early on, and she did that, and she read to her child starting at age 6 months and continued that. And the last time I saw him, he was 5 years old and reading at a 7-year-old level. He was doing very well, and the mother was so happy that she was able to bond with her child and to read with him, and she saw the benefits of reading. We were fortunate to get a grant from a family who wanted to donate the money towards renovations in pediatrics, and I found it to be the perfect opportunity to change our look in pediatrics. So we decided to go with a literacy theme, and the rooms allow the patient to walk into a spaceship. We have an ocean room and they can just walk in. The benches in the room are open books, and there are books in the little book cubbies that also go along with the theme of the room, and it just sparks their imagination. And kids are so excited about our room renovations, they want to come back to be in every exam room. The local chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics Reach Out and Read program has been very helpful, not only with our patients, but also with our staff. The Reach Out and Read program has been so successful at our clinic that our patients expect books now when they come. We have books that have been donated from outside sources, and it allows me to introduce chapter books to 4th graders, 5th graders, and beyond.